Imagine a style of karate so demanding it forges the body like steel, and at the same time, it cultivates the mind like water, an art that is not learned through technique alone, but through pain, patience, and purpose. This style exists. It's called Uechi-Ryu, and it's not for everyone. Today, you'll discover the true spirit of karate, born between the tiger, the dragon, and the crane. A path of balance between hardness and softness, and a trial for those who seek more than learning how to strike, those who seek to master themselves. Martial might, where warriors live forever, Uechi-Ryu didn't come from a modern martial lab. Its origin traces back to the life of Master Kanbun Uechi, a young man from Okinawa who fled his homeland in 1897 to avoid Japanese military service. But instead of hiding, he went searching for something deeper. He traveled to Fujian province in southern China. There, after years of persistence and discipline, he was accepted as a disciple of Master Zhou Zihei, an expert in the Pangai-noon system, which literally means half hard, half soft. For 10 years, Kanbun trained in secret. He struck, breathed, repeated, forging his body like a warrior and his mind like a monk. He learned to strike with knuckles, palms, and fingers, to block without stepping back, to harden every inch of his body until it became invulnerable. After a decade of training, Kanbun opened a school in China. But one incident changed his destiny. One of his students got involved in a real fight, ending in the death of another man. Though it was in self-defense, Master Uechi felt that his teaching had led to death. So he gave it all up. He returned to Okinawa and vowed never to teach again. But fate wasn't done with him. Years later, a persistent young man named Ryuyu Tomoyose convinced him to return to teaching. And that's how what would later be called Uechi-Ryu was born. At the time, still nameless, one of the toughest and most authentic styles of Okinawan karate. What makes it different? First, physical hardening. It's not just about learning to strike, it's about learning to withstand. Practitioners train in Tanrin, or conditioning, where arms, legs, abdomen, and shoulders are constantly struck. The skin toughens, the bones reinforce, the body learns not to break, and the mind not to run. Second, the katas. The heart of Uechi-Ryu is not in the number of techniques, but in their depth. There are few, but each holds decades of wisdom. The first is Sanshin, the backbone of the style. It's not flashy or spectacular. It's a firm, tense march with controlled breathing, total muscle tension, and inward focus. It looks simple until you try it. The second is Saizan, an intermediate form that combines defense and counterattack with surgical precision. Here, the technique expands, but never loses its direct essence. And the third is Sansei-Ryu, an advanced kata with sweeps, vital point strikes, rhythm changes, and a flow that blends grace and brutality. There are no flourishes. Everything is designed to work in real combat. Every strike, every movement has a clear purpose. Neutralize the threat with the fewest moves possible. Uechi-Ryu's striking techniques are also unique. It's not about throwing dozens of rapid punches like in other styles. You train so that each strike is the last one needed. Strikes with the knuckles called tsuki, open palm strikes, yote, and fingertip strikes, nukite, capable of piercing soft areas or targeting vital points. But Uechi-Ryu is not violence, it is control. Since its creation, the style has preserved something many have forgotten: the connection with internal energy, kai, through breath, posture, and focus. The practitioner learns to project power from the center of the body. It's not just about muscles, it's about channeling strength from deep within. The motto isn't strike faster, it's strike better and less. And this is where Uechi-Ryu radically differs from other karate styles. While many traditional systems focus on outward form, speed, or visually perfect execution of kata, Uechi-Ryu delves into something subtler and more powerful: internal energy. Here, kai is not a theory. It is a daily practice. It's trained in every breath of Sanchin, where the body hardens but the mind becomes fluid. It's projected in every strike, where power doesn't just come from muscle, but from the hara, the vital core of the body. This conscious use of Kai to tense, deflect, resist, or strike with surgical precision is what makes Uechi-Ryu a lethal style in its simplicity. Many modern karate styles have abandoned or downplayed internal training. They replaced Kai with physical technique, but Uechi-Ryu preserves it as one of its pillars, and that gives it a quiet advantage. Shorter strikes, slower perhaps, but with penetration and impact that can end a fight in seconds. While other styles practice long combinations to score points in a tournament, Uechi-Ryu trains to break the opponent's body with a single, well-executed move. No flourishes, no decorative steps, just energy efficiency and a mindset forged for survival. Because at its core, Uechi-Ryu wasn't created to compete. It was created to respond to real aggression in a real street and end it before the enemy has time to react. That rawness, that connection to reality is what makes it different and what earns it the respect of those who seek a martial art, not a sport. But perhaps the most valuable part of Uechi-Ryu is not its technique, it's its philosophy. This art doesn't aim to create trophy champions. It aims to shape people capable of facing life with calm, firmness, and dignity. Constant practice forges the body, but also strengthens willpower, humility, and respect. In the dojo, no voices are raised. There is no boasting. You train with seriousness, accept pain, and honor the lineage. Because Uechi-Ryu is not for showing off, it's for transformation. Softness teaches you to yield when necessary. Hardness to endure when there's no other choice, and the combination of both creates whole human beings. After Kanbun Uechi's death in 1948, his son, Kane Uechi, took the lead. But he didn't change the style. He refined it, organized it, and shared it with the world. It was Kane who officially structured the katas, opened Uechi-Ryu to more students, and began its international spread. Today, this style is practiced in Japan, the United States, Latin America, and Europe. And in every corner where a student performs Sanchin, Kanbun walks with them. The strength of Uechi-Ryu is not in its techniques, it is in its essence. It is a constant reminder that true power doesn't scream. It doesn't threaten, it doesn't boast. True power is controlled, perfected in silence, and unleashed only when absolutely necessary. And that is what makes Uechi-Ryu a path, not to learn how to fight, but to learn how to live better.